In this lesson, we are going to discuss about Illustrator Complete Interface. So let's start with that part. Yeah, this one. So these are some options, like these are the basic options every software has. We simply go to the homes, and in the homes we saw our recent works. Here you can see these are some recent tasks that we did in our classes. And after that, here if you store any files, if you save any file, these are some options to save your files. From here you can sort it, and from here you can also find the files according to your requirement. These are some filters and the search bar, so you can search anything from here. Okay, these are simply to store any files, okay, in this section. Next, if someone share any data with you, so that was stored in here in this section. You can find your shared files in that section. And the last one is the delete. Okay, here if you delete anything, if you delete any item, you get that in that sections. You can also restore that delete part, and this one is all of the files are stored in that sections. Other than that, if I have anything that was a pre-built in my system, like I already create any design, any illustration, so for that I just simply click on this open button, and from here I can find that file. But currently I don't have any already created any illustrations file, so I don't saw anything. After that, click on the new, because now we are going to create a new illustrations and new task. So for that, simply click on the new file, and here we find other options. Like first of all, we need to discuss about the artboard. Like what is the artboard? In simple words, what we say that artboard is simple a place or a space where we can draw anything. Okay, so these are some pre-built arts. Like I need to create any design, any form, and any flyer designs, so I can use a A4 paper size. But on the other hand, you can see there are some width and height, so we can create our custom artboard as well. Suppose I need a artboard in the format of 500 width, and I need a height is 700. Okay, yeah, like this. And from here we can select, like I need all these width and height dimension in the pixels, points, and the inches. Currently I'm going to select pixels. Other, yeah, again I need to change this, sorry. Okay, my dimension is width is 500 and my height is the 700. And from the top you can also rename your file. Like I'm going to work now in this video, I'm going to work in the selection tool. Okay, so I'm just mentioning the selection tool. Okay, like this. Other than that, this was some orientation. Like you need in the portrait format, you need your artboard in the landscape, you can select from here. And here this is the number of our artboards. Like at a time we need 4 or 3 artboards, we need 1 artboard, like how many artboards we need at one time. So just for your example, I pick a 4 artboards at the same time. Other than that, here we have some color modes like RGB color mode and the CMYK color mode. We discussed this thing before, so I'm just going to give you one more example. Suppose I'm going to create a logo, and my end goal is that I just need this logo on my screen, okay, and not in my physical print format. So then I'm going to select the RGB. Other than that, if I need to select create anything, and my end goal is that I need a print of that thing, then I'm going to select the CMYK. So in simple words, if we need a print, then we use the CMYK, and if we need something in our digital screens, then we select the RGB colors. And these are some dimensions, oh sorry, these are some effects, like what are the resolutions you want about your illustrations. So from here you can select any resolution, but by default it's a high one, and we mostly prefer the high resolutions. And this one is the default, like you, if you want to select a pixels and the default format. And for the basic part we normally select the default. Okay, and this is the create button. From here we can create a, here you can see at a time it shows me 4 artboards. Okay, there's a one more thing, yeah, so these are the some options that we saw in our illustrations. These are the options, like this one is the toolbar, and on the other hand side, wait, yeah, This one is my one toolbar, and from here this one is the option, like which type of screen I need in my illustration. Okay, I can change it according to my requirement, like I need that type of format, I need these tools and toolbars only on my screen. Okay, there are some other tools bar, are the essentials one, we just need essentials, and the other one is the classic essentials. So normally we use the classic essentials because we only work with these tools, but in detail, like if we need all the things and all the details at the one point, we select the other options as well. Other than that, we just go through all the options like what we find at the end. This one is the layout. Okay, in the layout we find all this things, like in my left hand side I have also the toolbars, in my right hand side I also have the some toolbars. And if we need some typography, like I need the details of my text, that will be given here. And if I need something related to the website and the web, like I'm going to create a one UI, that will also shown here. So from here you can select anything according to your requirements. And other than that, this one is the selection. Yeah, I'm talking about the artboard. So here you can see I have a 4 artboards at the same time. I simply click on this button, and here you can see this one is the artboard options. Okay, I click on this and it will select any random, like this one is as you compare this with your selection tool, like in the selection tool we need to select any element, so I select that, but here I need to select artboard, so I pick this option. And then I need to select any artboard, like this one. I'm going to select this one, and my end goal is I want to delete that. Just select this, and from your keyboard just press the delete button, so it will simply delete your artboard, because now we just need a one artboard. Here you can see we have only one artboard at the same time. Okay, and next one, I need a zoom in of that one. So how I can do that, simply click your control button and then plus. Okay, so that will be zoom in. And other than that, I need that in the center position, so same control and 0. Okay, here you can see it will be on the center position in front of me. So now we are working in our selection tool, like what is the purpose of the selection tool. Okay, so for your one reference, there you guys can see there is a one icon, and if I need to make my toolbar more wider, I simply click on that icon. Okay, so all the things are more visible to me. So for the selection, first of all we are going to select any shape from here to just test our selection tools. Okay, this is my shape bar. I simply click on the shape here and then drag and drop like that. Okay, so I simply create a one rectangle. For that I go to the selection tool, oh sorry, I go to the shapes tool, and then I select one shape and create a shape like that. Okay, I click at one position and then simply move my mouse like upward, downward, like which type of position you want. There's one other thing is that we simply click the position or select the shape from here, click anywhere in our artboard, and you can see you get this pop-up from where we can add a width and the height. I need a 50 width and I need a 50 height, like this. Okay, and press OK. You can find a one shape according to your requirement, and this one is the rectangle shape for me. Other than that, now we are going to discuss about the selection tool, like what is the purpose of the selection tool. The basic one is that simply move any oh sorry move any shape or any vector from one position to another, we can use the selection tool. Okay, this one is the simple aim of that. Other than that, if we need to change the dimension of our shapes, we can also use the direct selection tool. Like this is my one shape and I need to change the dimension of this shape. I simply press any these rectangle shape, like these are some arcs that we got when we select any elements. Okay, again I'm going to select this, and here you can see these are four different points, okay, at the corners, so we can pick any point to change our shapes. So I just need to make it more bigger and like this. But here you can see one thing, when I will just drag this, the positions and the dimensions are changed. Before that my shape is in the square format, but now it's in the rectangle format. So for that Again, I just simply press the Control Z, so it will undo, like it will move to the same position again. Okay, Control and Z. So for that, like I don't want my position and my dimensions are changed. So when I going to click on that button, on that square format, I simply click on that, and side by side I click the Shift button. Okay, and after that I simply drag like this. Okay, wait, select this, select Shift, and now you can see. Okay, so the my dimensions and my shape will not disturb, and it will be the same. Like when I make it more bigger, I increases the width and height, it will be the same like in the square format. Okay, this will these things that we can do with our selection tool. There's one another thing is that, okay, there's the one a short key like Control D that helps us to create a duplicate of any shape. So here, from here, this one is the colors, like we can also discuss this in our classes. So this one is the fill mean the middle area, and the stroke mean the boundaries. Okay, so these are the colors of the fill and the boundary. If I need to change the color of the fill, I simply need to click on this point, double click. I just need to click double time and then select. And here I need to change the color of my boundary and my borders. I simply need to click on the double click, and from here I'm going to select, yeah, green color, any color you guys will want. Okay, so green is not that much prominent. Let me change this, move this to the black one, and this one. Okay, so now I just need this to create a duplicate for me. For the duplicate, the one thing we did is that I just simply select this position, and then can press the Alt and Shift. Okay, Alt Shift at the same point, we just need to press that and then simply drag down here. Okay, again, sorry, Alt Shift and drag. Wait, it will go strong. Alt and Shift. Okay, like this. Okay, so it will gives us a duplicate of that. And what is the purpose of the Control D button? Like Control D shortcut, when we are moving anything with our selection tool, Control D give us a same duplicate. Okay, when I press the Alt Shift, they give us a one duplicate, and I press the my selection tool side by side. Now I'm going to press the Control D. Here you can see it gives us the complete duplicate, but in the same positions. Other than that, yeah, this is the one dimension that we can create, and for just for the selection purpose. And one more thing, like if I need to delete anything, simply I need to select from here, and then press, you can simply press Control or delete from your keyboards like this. Okay, and one more thing, like I just need to delete this one, and then this one, and this one at the same time. For that, click on this point, press Shift, oh sorry, press Control, and then select this one. Wait, why my control is not working? Okay, for that we simply need to click and press the delete button from our button, from our keyboards. And other than that is you just simply press your control button from your keyboards, and that will delete all the things. So now we are going to work on other shape. Just simply copy all of these things, and again we are working with our Control D option. Simply select all of these things, and then press Alt and the Shift, and move with your mouse. So I need a complete copy of that complete shape. Select all, press like this. Okay, again we are going to press Control D, and it will create a multiple shapes like that. So by this we can simply create a multiple patterns, and if you want to create with some different shapes, you can also try with that different shapes, but simply you need to work on by using the control and D and press alt and the shift by using your keyboard.